Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hope everybody's doing well. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We are at the Columbus South High Drive-In Flea Market. So I've been here before, but it's been a few years. So we're gonna hop in and see what we can get into today. It's pretty early. It's sun's just come up. It's like 6:45 in the morning. So let's get in there, see what we can find. Let's go. Got this cat dog plush for 50 cents. Pretty cool. Vintage Small Soldiers action figure. Probably not worth a lot, but really cool. All right, we're back in the car. Not a whole lot of stuff I had to have today. Got this cat dog plush. Not super old. I think it's from 2017, but pretty cool. Paid 50 cents for that. The Small Soldiers action figure. Coolest thing I found today was this Kansas City Chiefs crew neck sweatshirt, vintage. Serious impact tag. Pretty cool. So left the flea market, heading to a couple yard sales that are close by. Can't believe I'm bringing myself to this, but I'm currently in the White Castle drive-through getting breakfast. Definitely gonna regret this all day. Need to get a couple $1 bills for this yard sale, so that's my justification for doing this. Just stopped at another sale. Bought this old Toshiba TV. So it was $5. These things actually go for like over $100 because people like to play retro games on these. Pretty easy, pretty cool, easy to ship because it's pretty small. And I picked up, on top of that, picked up this old vintage IBM mouse for $1. They go for like 18 bucks or so, so not bad. Now we're talking. Just stopped at that sale. Picked up a set of Wilson irons for 40 bucks. I'm sure they're worth at least like 150. And then I got a set of 3 Visions Corningware amber like glassware pots for 10 bucks for a set. I think those go for a pretty good chunk of money too. So just kind of buying stuff. I don't necessarily look things up if I know there's money to be made. So I'm gonna look things up and go over the haul when we get home. But I think we're about to wrap up for the day. It's kind of getting a little bit later. It's 11:15, which for yard sales, it's kind of the end of the line. So heading towards home. If we see any more, we'll stop. If not, we'll do the haul when we get home. One other thing, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but every time I try to be like the early bird at the yard sale, be one of the first ones to get there, I never find anything. And then it's never until like later in the afternoon where you would expect things to already be kind of picked over is when I find the best stuff. So I don't understand it, but it's just the way that it's been for me lately. Well, we did it again, y'all. I've been looking for this game forever and I've never found it, but today, my lucky day. NCAA Football 14 for the Xbox 360 for a whopping 25 cents. If you don't already know, this game goes for some pretty good money. On top of that, I picked up some less valuable games. Star Wars Force Unleashed, Lego Star Wars, Fear 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty World at War. They're a quarter each, can't go wrong. The guy at that yard sale had a gigantic bin of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I wanted 200 bucks for him. I offered him 100. He wouldn't budge, so I'm happy I didn't take it. The guy said he's a seller online, so obviously he's gonna be taking out all the good cards, so leave it for somebody who actually wants to use them for themselves. There we go, my point was proven once again. It is noon, and that NCAA Football 14 game was just sitting on the table. That thing is probably worth 100 bucks, close to it, and nobody knew. Usually old sports titles are useless, but that was the last college football video game that they made, so that one holds some value. It's kind of like one of the grail sports titles to look out for. I've been looking for that game for years. Never had any luck. I once found the box, which even the box sells for a little bit of money, but today was my lucky day. All right, so we're back home. We're gonna do a haul. So, starting it off, Emmett really wants this toy, but this is a cat dog toy. It was, what, like $1 or something. It doesn't go for big money, but these are super cool. Nickelodeon. It's from 2017, but pretty sweet. I like it. Also from the flea market, I picked up this, what's this guy's name? Chip Hazard, I think his name is. I think this is Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers. Yeah, pretty cool. I think these go for like 20 bucks actually, believe it or not. I didn't think that a loose figure like this was gonna be worth that much, but it's from 1998. I really loved this movie when I was a kid, so this is pretty awesome. And then the last pickup from the flea market was this super awesome vintage embroidered Kansas City Chiefs sweatshirt. Not a big fan of the Chiefs, but someone will be. And so yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm thinking I could probably get 40 bucks for this, maybe honestly more, because this is a really cool graphic here. So that wraps up the flea market portion of the haul. Moving on, just gonna go through the clothing real quick. I got this older Columbus Blue Jackets heavy duty jacket. It's one of those that has like the zip up fleece jacket inside of it, so it's actually like a 2-for-1. But it's got the old Blue Jackets logo on there. I paid $5 for this. You know, fall and winter are coming up soon. Hockey season will be here before you know it. So I should be able to sell this for like 40 bucks, maybe more. For $1 each, I picked up 3 cool, just kind of racing themed t-shirt. This is Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's got like a Halloween theme, but I love these like racing shirts with the big bold graphics on it for $1, so maybe 10, 15 bucks. And then I got 2 super faded Chase Authentics Rusty Wallace t-shirts. So here's Bristol Motor Speedway, Rusty Wallace. Really cool graphics. They are kind of faded, but honestly, these things are just neat. I paid $1 for this, maybe 10 or 15 bucks on this, and then same with the other one. So I asked the guy if he had any more racing shirts. He went and picked this one up here. So this is a 2005 Rusty Wallace Bristol Motor Speedway t-shirt. Should be able to get 10 or 15 bucks for it. I picked up this Sony Discman CD player for 50 cents. I don't know if it's gonna work. If it does, it's worth 25 bucks. If not, it's scrap. But for that price, I'll take the risk. Picked up this IBM 2-button vintage computer mouse. This goes for like 18, 20 bucks. I paid $2 for it, so it's in brand new condition. I don't think it was ever used. It's still got like the plastic on it, so yeah, pretty cool. Let's see here. So this is a board game. It is used. Stratego. This was like a $30 game if all the pieces are in there. I'm gonna have to go through it and check, but I paid $1 for it, so I'm totally okay with taking the risk for $1. I picked up this set of 3 Pyrex Visions Corning pots. They are really nice. I think that they're brand new.
It's like an amber color.
Yeah, these are amber. They don't go for like crazy money, and they are kind of a pain in the butt to ship. You have to use a lot of bubble wrap with these. But I got 3 of them here. You can see I got kind of like the small, medium, and large. 3 of them for $10 total. So I think I should be able to get like 60, 70-ish dollars for these. Don't know entirely, but I know they're pretty nice, and they do sell. The sell-through rate on these on eBay is actually pretty good, so these sell pretty often. Yeah, I got some video games. So these were all marked $1. I got, some of these are just kind of like lower value games, but some of these actually have like a surprising amount of value. This is a Star Wars Force Unleashed Xbox 360, not very valuable. And then I got 2 Call of Duty games for $1 each, Call of Duty Ghosts and World at War. I'll probably bundle these together, get a fear bucks for them. So Fear 2 Project Origin for the Xbox 360 is actually like a $15, $20 game. I don't really know my 360 games very well, so I was surprised to see that. Pretty awesome, paid $1. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga on the 360 is actually like another $15 to $20 game. So pretty awesome, really did not know. And then last but not least, this one is awesome. NCAA 2014 for the Xbox 360. So this was the last year that they made the NCAA football game. So this one holds a ton of value. It regularly sells for $100. This one has the box. It does not have the manual, but it's got the game, and it is scratch free. So $100 bill right there should sell super quick. This is definitely a game to look out for. This game was sitting on the table at noon on Saturday. People had been walking by it all day. They didn't know it had any value. But I've been looking for this game for a long time, and I finally found it. And then the final 2 pickups of the day. I picked up this old Toshiba mini TV. So these things actually do carry some value. I paid $6 for it. It's got the DVD player, and it's got the AV cable spots here. So if this thing works, which I'll have to test it out, if it works, it's worth anywhere from $100 to $150. Shouldn't be that big of a pain in the butt to ship, because it is kind of just like a perfect square shape. Wrap some bubble wrap around it, pat it really well, ship it in a box, and should go UPS for pretty cheap. And then finally, my last pickup of the day. I got a set of Wilson golf clubs. So this is a set of irons. I got 5 through 9, plus a pitching wedge and a gap wedge. These are Wilson DI7s. I don't really know a whole lot about golf. I'm trying to start getting into golf clubs because I know that there's money to be made with them. I paid 40 bucks for all of these. I know they're definitely worth more than that. I think I should be able to get like 150 bucks for these, maybe more. I'll have to do some research. Probably just gonna sell them all as a lot. But yeah, pretty cool. I knew this was a good deal for 40 bucks. And then the best thing is, it came with a box, a cardboard box that I can ship them in. So that alleviates a big problem with finding a cardboard box that will ship several golf clubs. So pretty cool. All right, so it's Monday morning and we are starting the day off by pulling and packing some orders that have come in to the eBay store on Saturday and Sunday. So starting it off here, we have a brand new Jupiter Hammerheads fitted hat. I picked this up at Ross for $8. It's a size 7 1/4. Sold it for $37. It's a really nice vintage Nike crew neck sweatshirt with the big swoosh, Air logo. Here's the white tag, made in USA. So this went for $45 shipped. I had it listed for a little bit more, but somebody sent me an offer. I've had it for a while, so I was happy to take that offer. So if you watched the last video, you saw me pick up that big lot of Sega Genesis games and vintage toys, and I just started listing these things, and this was the first item to sell out of that lot. So this is a vintage Mighty Max playset with all the figures. It is complete, and it sold for $52.99. So I paid 20 bucks for all that stuff, so we're already in the profit, and everything else is just going to be icing on the cake. Also from that lot is this Sega Genesis 32X unit. This went for $92, untested with no cables, so very awesome sale there. Sold this vintage Pepsi Pittsburgh Operations snapback hat. This only went for $11. More from the vintage toy lot that I just picked up last week. This is a set of replacement claws for a vintage Power Rangers figure, and it sold for $25 plus $6 shipping. I sold this vintage sweatshirt. This is Benchwarmers. It's actually an old music bar from Lawrence, Kansas. I don't believe it's still around, but I did look this place up just out of curiosity, and it looks like they had some pretty cool bands back in the day, back in the early 90s. It's got on a really cool tag as well, Lee cross grain, kind of similar to the Champion reverse weaves. Very, very thick, nice quality. Sold it for 20 bucks plus shipping. I sold this vintage Atlanta 1996 Olympics equestrian hat. This is pretty cool, pretty unique item I think here. It's brand new with the tags, as you can see. It's still got the Atlanta 1996 tag. Pretty cool. I really like this hat. Somebody sent me an offer for this and that Benchwarmers sweatshirt, so I sold it to them for 40 bucks plus shipping. Another item from the vintage toy lot from last week. I sold this replacement Power Rangers sword for 12 bucks. Sold this Untuck It dress shirt. So used to be a really good brand to sell. It still definitely sells, but not for quite as much money as it used to. This shirt sold for $25. This is a Disney Monsters University hat. This sold for $16 shipped. Another piece of that Power Rangers lot going out. This sold for $10 shipped. It's just a replacement part for a Power Rangers weapon. It's not even the whole thing. So just a little piece like that sold for $10. I'll take it all day long. And here you have it. I just picked this up. It sold the next day for $80 plus shipping. Pretty awesome sale there. Probably could have held out and got a little bit more, but you know, I'm honestly just in the business of quick flips right now. I'm still completely happy with that profit. Picked it up for 25 cents, so 80 bucks plus shipping. I'll take that all day long. And the last order going out today, I sold this GT BMX bike seat. So this went out for $48 plus $8 shipping. All right, so I know that it's been a few videos since we've taken you on a cool adventure. So finally we were able to get some time to go out on the road a little bit. So we went to a really cool place called Gorge the other day, and it's a really awesome place. If you find yourself in the central Ohio area, you're looking for kind of a unique place to go explore, this is the place for you. So sit back and relax, and we'll catch you soon. What's up, everybody? We're on the road. We're going out on a little day trip here in central Ohio. So we've got a mission today. We're going to be doing some product photography for Alina's business. She's going to be dropping her Halloween line here soon. Woohoo! And you may think to yourself, is it too early for a Halloween drop? And the answer is absolutely not. We are at the end of summer, which means that Halloween is right around the corner. Just so happens to be our favorite holiday. And yeah, so we're super excited. It's never too early. We're driving through Newark, Ohio right now, and that's home of the Langenberger, I think it's Langenberger Basket Company. And their headquarters are up here. And it's definitely one of the more unique buildings that I've ever seen.
I watched a really cool documentary about this place, the rise and fall of the Langenberger Basket Company.
There it is.
The infamous basket building.
World's largest woven basket. So we are here at Gorge Nature Preserve. It's outside of, just east of like Newark, Ohio. We're taking the Ohio and Erie Canal Lock Trail. So this place has a ton of history. Very cool. So there's an old train tunnel. Back there used to be a railway back starting in the mid 1850s, and I think it ran through the early 1900s. There's remnants of a whole bunch of old canals, the Ohio and Erie Canal that ran right through here. And really cool. If you've never been out this way and you find yourself in this part of the country, I would definitely check it out. Not too far from Columbus, but feels like you're in a whole different planet. You can see down there, got remnants of an old lock. All right, so we're approaching the tunnel now. Just kind of what we came here for. As we're getting closer, the temperature's already dropped like 10 degrees instantly. And here we go. Oh, how nice. Be kind. But how could you not think a place like this isn't haunted? I mean, come on. But check this out. Look at this, guys. Old train tunnel.
So tell me, how many murders do you think have happened in this tunnel?
You'd have to think at least one, right?
I'm very inappropriate, aren't I? But, whoa.
All right, here we go. No turning back. We're going through the tunnel. I would say it's probably maybe 150 yards long.
It's very longer than you think it is. It's deceiving.
It is. It's much sunnier on this side. This is pretty cool. Somebody chiseled their initials into this wall, dated October 23rd, 1936. There's one from 39. Just want to give you a nice zoomed out shot of what this tunnel looks like from the other side. There's a trail you can get up here on top too of this cliff. Here's the Licking River. There's this old historic house here. I'm trying to see if there's any sort of plaque that says how old it is, but you can definitely tell it's been around for a while. I imagine since early 1900s. There's a chimney. And of course, no good cabin is complete without a nice front porch. I just saw this right above the front door. The infamous Black Hand that the gorge is named after. So I was doing some research about this area, and there's an old historic like abandoned bridge up here that there's like a group, you know, there's like people out there, there's a groups of people for everything. There's people that are like really into going and photographing old bridges and stuff. There's actually a lot of information about this little bridge up here, but it looks cool, so we're gonna go up here and take some photos of it.
The creepy bridge. It's only creepy vibes right now because we're literally taking Halloween photos for my launch, so I'm like, everything's so creepy. But even if it wasn't a Halloween launch, it'd still be pretty creepy.
It's not like it's like super hard to get to. Yeah, watch out. This area is under construction too. The road is. But there's a different way to get to the bridge, but here we are.
Oh my god.
That's gonna do it for this one, y'all. As usual, we really appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.